Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today we're going to be talking about curriculum, specifically the Campfire Curriculums military unit. And I can't wait to show you guys the inside of this, how we're using it, and all that fun stuff. So this is going to be a super, hopefully thorough review for you to kind of see what these unit studies are about and how to use them in your homeschool. If you haven't yet, make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button, and down below in the description box, I have a free Facebook group for all homeschooling parents to come and hang out with us. There's about 3,000 of us there, and it's a really fun group to be a part of. So I have a few things that I want to mention about the curriculum before I show you guys the flip through, just so you guys can understand more about what this is about, how it works, and how you can use it. So first, these units are super affordable, which is such a big plus. Now, Campfire sent me this unit for free, which I so appreciate. Thank you, Campfire. And we have been going through it. Now, many of you guys know that we are a military family. My husband is a retired Marine, and we lived the Marine Corps life for a very long time. And these are the type of units that I think my family just absolutely loves, because it's already a huge interest and something that we know quite a bit about. I can say up front, my husband was super impressed. And maybe if any of you are married to a military member, you probably know that like anytime you see something military-ish or anything on TV or in the movies, and then you hear all the complaints about everything that's wrong with it. This was not like that. My husband spent an entire evening going through the whole thing and super impressed. He came in and told me everything that he loved about it right up front, and I think I breathed a sigh of relief. But that hardly ever happens. So I can tell you from the perspective of somebody who was a career Marine, this is completely solid, and military families are going to love it. So now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about some of the other things about Campfire. So like a lot of curriculum companies these days, when you purchase a Campfire curriculum, you are going to get a download link and you're going to print it. So they don't send it in the mail, you actually download and print. And what I like to do, because I am me, I print it out and then I actually bind the pages together and make my own little book. You guys know I love my comb binder or my spiral binder, and I can't help myself. I don't know, it's the teacher in me. So I end up laminating the front cover and the back cover, and then I spiral bind the entire book together. So we have one book for each student. So here's one and here's the other. Here is the other thing to know about Campfire. When you order a unit, you are going to get 3 different levels of that unit. So each level of Campfire will come with 3 different levels, one for elementary, one for middle school, and one for high school. And these are broken up into early, growing, and advanced. So advanced is obviously going to be the high schooler, and then on down. Especially in the military unit, some of the violence might be toned down for the early learners, where things are a little bit more realistic for those advanced learners. And obviously use discretion. But the parts that you are supposed to read out loud to the students will all be the same, so this is a table subject for you, which is really neat. I like that. So my husband doesn't have to teach one class to one child and then another class to another one. He can teach the same class to both students. So now the other thing about Campfire is they don't do worksheets. Now I know so many of you right now are just screaming with joy over that. They do not do worksheets, and they have such a detailed explanation inside of why they don't use worksheets. And I like that about this. I think especially for a unit study, especially for something so tailored and specific, I like that you don't have all these like external things to do for it. However, they do direct you to write in a notebook sometimes, which is super easy. So these are the type of units that I really like, because it's not a lot of busy work. It's a lot of together work instead. So you're not going to have your kids just sitting at the table filling in fill in the blank type of questions. Now they also have links for each course to videos and things inside, which I love that. I think it's so good to see video demonstrations of some of the things that they're talking about, especially with things like military units. So they get to see the vehicles and things like that. They get to see some of these things in action. One of the things I have to say that I absolutely love about Campfire is it involves the dads. And I feel like in the homeschool world, dads really don't get a whole lot of stuff. I think dads really want to be involved, they just don't know how. And for those dads who really want to be involved, these are the types of things that get dad involved. I really, really appreciate that about Campfire, and it gives the dads something to teach, and it gives them something that feels more like them. So I love that about these, and these units are not all boy friendly. There are many of them that can be for boys and girls, so don't feel like because this one is a military unit that girls can't use it or anything like that. Not saying that, but of course the military unit is very boy friendly. So of course, being in a house of blue here, I am the only girl, so you know, this is perfect for my family. So on the Campfire website, they have something called Core Connections, and that's going to help you tie in other subjects to the main curriculum. So they have everything from physics to math and things like that inside of there. So you can actually go to the link when you purchase your curriculum, and they will have a menu full of things for you to use. So there's going to be links from, you know, just talking about this one, everything from helicopters to physics are going to be inside of this Core Connections part, which is something that you're going to use to expand upon each lesson. And it's going to help you go a little bit further and tie in those other subjects. So with this unit, you could be doing everything from military history. So there's history. You could be doing, you know, reading a book from the book list. So then you have language arts, and then they might watch a video on physics, and then you're doing math. So you're going to be combining those subjects by using the core connections that come inside of your unit. So there's all these external things that you can do to make this as short or as long and drawn out as you want. So it's very tailored to your children and to your specific family. So let's take a look inside and do a little bit of a flip through. So here is the cover. Obviously I laminated and spiral bound it. So inside you're going to find all kinds of information about how to use the curriculum. So on this page you're going to actually have directions about how to use it. So they're going to have basic, and then middle of the road, and then all in. And then they're going to tell you that you're only going to do this for 30 minutes a day. So it tells you to set a timer and then stop. And then here's some information about their worksheets and how they come up with the plans that they use and the actual method that they use in the units. So you're going to understand how to use this and why you're not seeing a whole lot of worksheets. And then you're going to have an area here that's going to tell you what you might want as far as supplies for some of the hands-on activities. They're going to tell you the sources that they use, so it's kind of like a bibliography here. And then it's actually going to start the lessons. So here's some of the links. And then you're going to have a lesson breakdown. So there's 12 lessons in the military unit. And then the military unit gives you a timeline, and then you're going to have all of these beautiful pictures within this unit. And I really, really loved the art that they did for this unit. So I'm just going to flip through some of these pages so you guys can see what it looks like inside. If you love unit studies, you are going to fall in love with Campfire. I have not used many unit studies in my homeschool, but honestly, After using Campfire twice now, I have really come to enjoy them. And I'm really starting to integrate these within our homeschool. And I thought it was really neat watching my husband go through this, and he actually told me, as much as he knows about military history, he said that he learned something inside and was telling me a story about one of the things that he read inside of these books. So there's so much you are going to learn along with your kids, and you can just see how colorful all of these are. It incorporates Christianity inside of it, so it is a Christian curriculum, which was important to my family. And there's so many things to do. So you're going to have these boxes here that say activity, and you're going to do activities together as a family. And this is going to feel very not school-like to your kids, which is a great thing because they're going to want to use it more because it doesn't feel so schoolish. And I really like all the timelines and the pictures that they pulled that they were able to get for this unit are just so helpful. And you're going to have these little areas down here where it's going to tell you where to stop, and you're going to have like a little stop sign here. So this is a good indication for you to know, like, okay, we need to stop here. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys love unit studies? What do you think about Campfire? Have you used it yet? Let me know which ones you have used, because I'm looking for the ones that we're going to be using next year. And I can't wait to see the ones that you guys have used and loved as well. I know there is a huge group of Campfire Curriculum people on Facebook. So let me know if you are using one of these and what you think. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy homeschooling.